Welcome back to the channel. You're not going to want to miss this one. Today we have a brand new e-bike from Velotric, and it is the Breeze. It's one sharp looking bike. Can't wait to share with you the specs and features of it. One of them is, it's pretty light. Let's get into it. The Breeze is currently $1,799 on the Velotric website, and it comes in a step-through model only and has 5 color options: violet haze, satin white, ocean mist, slate gray, and classic scarlet. There's also 2 frame sizes, a regular and a large. The regular frame is for riders 4'11" to 5'8", and the large frame is for riders 5'6" to 6'4". What we have here is the large frame in the classic scarlet color. Looks pretty sharp. Let's show you what it looks like for a 5'6" rider. So for a 5'6" rider, we can bring the seat down pretty low. And that's what it looks like for a 5'6" rider. You can also adjust the handlebars to accommodate that seat height a little bit. Now let's take a look at it, what it looks like for a 6'4" rider. For a 6'4" rider, we can come all the way up to here. And that's what it's gonna look like. Again, you can adjust these handlebars to accommodate the seat position a little bit, but that's what it's gonna look like. Let's bring it back down here. I'm 5'11", and this is about where I line up on the bike when I'm sitting there with my tippy toes down. This is about my seat position right here. The seat post is going to be 30.9 millimeters. So out of the box, this bike's going to go 20 miles per hour throttle only and 20 miles per hour with pedal assist. And the good thing is you can unlock both of them to go 28. We were able to get the bike up to 28 miles per hour, no problem, once we unlocked it. So the lights are flashing because of the resolution of the camera, but you do have tail lights that are brake lights when you press them down, and you're also going to have turn signals left and right. The beeping sound you hear is indicating that the turn signals are on. Kenda 27.5 inch by 2.2 inch tires with a smooth street thread. Tektro hydraulic brakes with 180 millimeter rotors. You're going to have a 48 volt 13.4 amp hour battery that's going to be nested to the top of the down tube, and it's going to have an IPX7 rating. You could charge the battery on or off the bike. To charge it on the bike, just lift up this tab, charge it right here. To charge the battery off the bike, you're simply going to insert your key, turn it, the battery pops right out, and you have your charging port right here. To reinsert the battery, it's really simple. Just drop it back into place, snap it in, pull out your key. You're going to have plastic pedals with reflectors and a single-sided chain guard. The hand grips are really comfortable. They have a flat spot to rest your palm. They're made of a hard rubber and they lock to the inside. They're really comfortable and don't move when you're riding. On the left side of the handlebars, you're going to have your control pad and your thumb throttle. And on the right side of the handlebars, you'll have your 8-speed Shimano trigger shifter. You're going to get one of Velotric's Comfort Max seats. It's firm, it's wide, and it's pretty comfortable. If you wanted something with more suspension, you could always get yourself a suspension seat post to match up with it. The bike is also equipped with Apple Find My, so if your bike gets lost or stolen, you'll be able to find it with the app. Not only do you have a torque sensor with this bike, but with Velotric SensorSwap technology, you also have a cadence sensor. The bike is UL certified and the badging is there to prove it. I really like the swept back handlebars on this bike, and the fact that you also get an adjustable stem. You're going to find your comfort level no matter what. You're going to have an integrated headlight, and I really like the fact that it's up here at the top on the handlebars because you can adjust it easily when riding. You're going to have the Velo Power drive system on this bike, designed by Velotric. For such a light bike, you're going to have a powerful motor with 750 watts and 65 newton meters of torque. You're not going to have a derailleur guard, but you do have a Shimano Altus derailleur. To power up the display, you're just going to long press the power button at the top of the control pad. In the display, you'll see things like your battery strength, what mode you're in, trail, boost, or eco, and then you have a pedal assist level 1 through 5 within each of those. The speed that the bike's going. If you quickly press the M button, you'll toggle through your distance, trip time, average speed, max speed, calories burned, CO saved, odometer, total time of ride, motor temperature, controller temperature, and then you'll come back to the beginning. To turn on your headlight, long press the up button, And the nice thing is it doesn't dim your display. If you hold the down button, you'll put the bike into a walking mode. And if you long press the M button while riding, you'll switch between a torque sensor and a cadence sensor. To get into the settings on the control display, simply long press the M button on the control pad. You can go through the settings. It's like a whole separate video, but it's very clear and easy to understand. You get in there just by holding down that M button. You can adjust your speed limit, your sensor swap, clear your trip data, your screen brightness, your riding mode, your rear light mode, your auto lights, your auto power on off, your throttle limits, cruise control, turn signal clicks, connection to the app, Apple Find My, set units, sensor calibration, version info, and so much more. Velotric gives you a ton of customization. And to get out of the settings, just hit the back button to exit out. So if there are any specs or features that I didn't mention here today that are important to you, check out the Velotric website for more detailed information. Okay, here it is, the Velotric Breeze, and this is going to be our first ride. It is a sharp looking bike. Let's turn our headlights on and let's get ready to roll here. First look and feel, and here we go. I mean, I feel super comfortable on this bike. I'm not reaching out. My handlebars are adjustable. I have them in a good position right now. Let's start off by pedaling this bike like a regular pedal bike like we normally do, and show you how this bike pedals. Right now we're in gear 6 and we're pedaling this bike just like a pedal bike, no problem at all. Let's come down here. So on the left side of the handlebars, we have our control pad and our thumb throttle, and on the right side of the handlebars, we have our 8-speed Shimano trigger shifter. So that's the setup on the handlebars, and let's pedal this bike like a regular pedal bike, and you can see my legs moving, no problem. So riding this bike on flat ground, up slight inclines, maybe even some heavier inclines, because this bike pedals so easy, and we're having no issue pedaling this bike. I actually have to increase the gears just because I feel like I'm pedaling too fast. Let's get a feel for this bike with no hands. I don't recommend you ride with no hands. I just want to show you how balanced this bike is up front. So let's keep going. So we're going up a slight incline. I'm in gear 2 and I'm pedaling this bike still. No issues here. We'll be able to ride this bike if we don't have any battery. That won't be a problem. So let's go out here to the main road. We'll put it in pedal assist level 5 in boost mode and see how fast this bike goes out of the box. Let's do it. So here we go. Let's see what it's got out of the box. We're doing 13, 16, 18, and 20 miles per hour. So that's what we thought this bike had. You could feel it back right off. Let's check our throttle speed and see what that is out of the box as well. So here we go. 15, 16, 17, 19, and there's 20. And you can feel it back right off at 20. So we know out of the box, this bike is going 20 miles per hour, throttle only, and with pedal assist. We'll pull over somewhere, unlock the bike, and show you how to increase the speed to 28 miles per hour. So the throttle and pedal assist will get you to 28 miles per hour. It is cold, dreary, and you know, the snow's starting to melt, freeze. So you get this kind of ugly brownish look on everything. Considering these tires aren't made for the snow, we've been getting around pretty good. Let's do a throttle only 0 to 20 test and see how quick this bike gets to 20 miles per hour. 0 to 20, throttle only. Let's see how quick this bike gets up to 20 miles per hour. Here we go. 5, 11, 12, 17, 18, 19, there's 20. So about 13 seconds. 12 to 13 seconds. It was hard to see. and we got up to 20 miles per hour. So there you have it. Okay, now let's pull over and set up this bike so it can go 28 miles per hour throttle only or with pedal assist. So the first thing you're going to do is long press the M button on the control pad. That's going to bring up your settings. The very top one is your speed limit. So go ahead and hit that M button again. And now you have a pedal assist and throttle speed. We're going to increase them both to 28 miles per hour. So you're just going to go ahead and hit the arrow over so you get up to 28 miles per hour. And we're going to bring it down and do the same for the throttle speed. Bring that right up to 28 miles per hour as well. And that's really nice. Most bikes you can only change the pedal assist speed and not the throttle speed. So you get to do both on this. Now they're both 28 miles per hour, and just quickly tap the M button and that saves your settings. So now you just go out by hitting the back button here at the bottom and you unlock this bike to 28 miles per hour. We're going to test the 5 different pedal assist levels in Eco and then test it again in Boost just to show you the difference between Eco and Boost with the torque sensor. So from Eco and pedal assist level 1, here we go. And we're doing 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 2, we're doing 11, 12, 13, 15. In 3, we're doing 16, 17. In 4, we're doing 18, 19, 20, 21. And then in 5, we're doing 23, 24, 26, 27, and there's our 28. So those are the 5 different pedal assist levels, 1 through 5 from Eco with the torque sensor. Let's go ahead and try it now from Boost mode. So from Boost, it should match our efforts as well, but it should give us a little bit more power at our disposal. So let's come up here and we'll give it a shot from Boost mode. So from Boost, pedal assist level 1, here we go. So that's going to take us to 8, 9, 10. And pedal assist level 2, it takes us to 13, 14, 15. And 3, 16, 17, 18, 19. And 4 takes us to 20, 21, 22. And in 5, it takes us to 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and there is our 28. So there's the 5 different pedal assist levels, 1 through 5 with the torque sensor in Boost mode. So you can see we had much more power to work with on that one, and we got there with a little less effort and a little quicker. Let's show you how to switch from a torque sensor to a cadence sensor. Hold down the M button to get into the settings, and then you're going to go down to the second setting, which is SensorSwap. So just hit that minus button, hit the M button to enter it, and then hit the arrow over to change it to a cadence sensor. Now you're just going to hit the M button again. It's going to let you know that you're going to use more battery. We'll say okay, we'll confirm that, and then exit out. Now we're in a cadence sensor. So now we're going to switch to Boost mode with the cadence sensor from pedal assist level 1 and see what the difference is between a torque and a cadence sensor as we're pedaling normally. So here we go. And I can feel the bike just drag us right up to that 8, 9, 10 miles, 11 miles an hour. In 2, it's just bringing us up to 15, 16. In 3, we're shooting right up to 19, 20. In 4, we're doing 22, 23. And in 5, we're just doing 20. 5, we're doing 25, 26, 27. And there's 28. We're not exerting any effort here. We're just moving our legs and plugging right along here. So that's the 5 different pedal assist levels, 1 through 5, with the cadence sensor. So with the torque sensor, you're going to need to exert some effort, but with the cadence sensor, you're just along for the ride. Now we should be able to switch back to our torque sensor by holding down the M button while we're moving. So let's see if that switched us over to a torque sensor. Let me pull over here, go into our settings, SensorSwap, and we're back on a torque sensor. Beautiful. So you can switch between a torque sensor and a cadence sensor on the fly while you're riding by simply holding down that M button. So I want to show you how quick we get to 20 miles per hour in Eco versus Boost. Here we go, from Eco. It's 10, 15, there's 20. Okay, now let's try it in Boost and see how quick we get there. We're in Boost, here we go. 10, 15, there's 20. So you can see we got there way quicker in Boost than we did in Eco. Okay, we're gonna be doing a brake test with the Velotric Breeze, and as soon as we hit this bag, we're gonna hit our brakes. Each parking space is about 9 feet. Let's do it. We'll test it out at 20 and top speed. Here we go, 20 mile per hour brake test. 11, 15, 18, 19, there's 20. Okay, we're like 21, 1, 2, 3 spots. That was more like 21 miles an hour. Let's go top speed, 28 miles per hour, and see how we do with the brake test at that speed. We'll come down here all the way to the end of the parking lot. We're gonna give it as much juice as we got. Let's give it everything we got here. Top speed brake test, here we go. 15, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, there's 28. Okay. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces at 28. Woo! We're heating them brakes up. 3 parking spaces to stop this bike at 20 miles per hour, and 5 to stop it at 28. Let's show you what our riding posture looks like on this bike. I'm 5'11", 255 pounds, and this is what I look like pedaling this bike straight up. I can move the handlebars up, I can move them out. I have flexibility to do what I want there. So this gives you a little idea. And the handlebars are fairly balanced, so I can pedal with no hands as well. And that's what it looks like. Let's show you what the turning radius is with this bike. So you can see I can come right up here into this parking space and turn these handlebars, and I can turn this thing around right within a 9-foot parking space. Pretty simple. So that's the turning radius. I mean, this bike's just got some serious control. You can see I'm comfortable on this thing, and I can just zig and zag pretty easy on it. You have a great turning radius too. Let's not forget, when the bike gets dirty, it can be washed. After you gave the bike a nice wash, you want to make sure you get in here, pop the battery out. The bike won't power up if the connections are wet, so you want to get in there, make sure they're nice and dry, pop your battery back in, and then it's hope our bike starts up. Of course it does. So this is the Port of Rochester. As you can see, it's pretty well frozen over right now. You come out here, we have the river. The river goes into the lake, so there's free moving water here, so it doesn't freeze in the river because it's always moving. But as you head out there, you'll have the lake straight ahead. And yeah, this is the Port of Rochester. So if you're going to ask me what do I like about this bike, I like a lot about it. I like the fact that it looks so much like a regular bike and the motor's so quiet, you wouldn't even be able to tell that you're not on an acoustic bike. You're going to use it on paved roads. You're not going to take this bike off-road. You could if you wanted to. It would be a bumpy ride. There's no suspension on this bike. You could always get a suspension seat post if you like, but that's the nice thing about Velotric. It really seems like they have a bike for everyone. You know, they have the Breeze, they have the Discover 2, they have the Nomad 2 now, all these newer bikes with upgrades, and they're all a little bit different. So check out their website. They have a really great selection of bikes, and they make a quality product. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying it by experience. I've ridden their bikes. They're comfortable, they're quality, and it's worthwhile to check it out. I like the tire size. I mean, these are, I believe they're 27.5-inch tires. I could ride this bike without any motor assist, no problem, and you'd probably barely be able to tell that you're on an e-bike. It'll be slightly heavier than some bikes, but I can put it in gear 1, pedal up anything I want, I feel like. The color's cool. I mean, you're gonna get seen coming with this red. The display on this bike's amazing. There's so many features and things that you can do. You can customize what your tail light's doing. You can customize how bright the screen is. You can make it automatic. There's a lot of different things you can do. And then there's a Velotric app. And if you download that app, you'll be able to track and record your rides. You'll be able to make changes to your pedal assist level, unlock the bike to go 28 miles per hour instead of 20 as it comes to you. And the cool thing about unlocking the bike is you can unlock not only the pedal assist, you could actually unlock the throttle as well, which means you can go 28 miles per hour with the throttle also. So you don't see that on a lot of bikes. Usually you could just unlock the pedal assist. On this one, you can unlock both. I think that the Breeze really fills a void in the Velotric lineup. And the fact that this bike has a 750 watt hub motor and 65 Newton meters of torque, that gives this bike a little extra kick and it makes it stand out a little bit more from the competition. And anytime they do that, it's a good thing. I like the fact that Velotric mounts their light up at the top near the handlebars. I was never a fan of having it mounted down on the fender. Usually it's not mounted very well. They come loose. You have to reach down to the bottom of the fender to adjust the light. And if you're riding, that could be dangerous. I can change the pitch of the light just by moving it up top here. And these swept back handlebars are super comfortable. You have that adjustable stem, so you can bring them up, you can bring them down. You'll find your comfort level with these handlebars. The seat is surprisingly comfortable. It's a little bit firmer than I would normally ride with the seat, but it's not bothering me at all. You know, if I was going to be going on a long trip, maybe I throw a different seat with a suspension seat post on it, but this seat kind of goes with the look and feel of this bike. The torque sensor on this bike is smooth, and I really feel like it matches your power when you're pedaling. With this torque sensor, you don't feel that residual kickback as you do with some bikes. I like the fact that they have SensorSwap. You can switch between a torque sensor and a cadence sensor anytime. When you're pedaling or riding the bike, you just hold down the M button and it'll switch to whatever sensor you're not in. This is what this bike is meant for. Not only is this bike good for commuting, but it's also great for just taking a ride on any kind of trail. So not everyone has a place to store a bike like this on a first floor, and the advantage of something like this is that it's light enough that if you have to carry it up a flight or two of stairs, you'll be able to do it. It's a light bike. I believe it's 48 pounds. This bike does not come with a back rack and it doesn't come with fenders, but you can order those from the Velotric website. They're very reasonable. They don't price gouge on those kinds of things, which is really nice. Here in upstate New York, we'll be riding with fenders most of the time just because all the rain and wet weather we get, it's always nice to have some fenders on the bike. So that's going to wrap this one up for the test ride and review of the Velotric Breeze. And this bike didn't disappoint. If you're interested in purchasing one, there'll be links in the description for you to do so. Like always, thanks for watching. Ride safe. Have fun. See ya.